for joining me again. I hope you can hear me clearly above the sound of the rain banging on the roof. But this is just clear water going over this 15 by 11 piece of Fabriano watercolour paper. That was just a bit of old paint on the board there I picked up by mistake. And I'm just going to go a bit of raw sienna, bring that right down to the bottom. Hitting this, it's not like a uniform pattern. I'm just trying to create random shapes and patterns in the sky really. Lots of little white areas as well, which will become the sort of intense light of the sky. I'm going to do a bit of burnt umber, a bit of ultramarine. Trying to be careful because I've only just, normally I use it dry off the palette, but I've only just managed to get some ultramarine, so I've just squeezed this out and it's obviously very wet, so I can't sort of whiz round the palette like I normally do. I've just got to be careful. So anyway, I'm just going to brush this in from this side. Just gives like a sort of nice background flavour going. Put ultramarine in there. Raw sienna rather. Didn't really mean to do that. I don't know why I did that. I normally put the raw sienna on first, then the dark colours over. So that's sort of background. I'm going to leave it about like that now. I've got this nice little light area coming down the bottom. So first I've got to do these sort of big hills, mountains. So I'm going to take a bit of raw sienna. And I've squeezed that out yesterday, but that's quite sticky as well. I don't know if it's like the atmospheric conditions here in this room or what. Bit of raw sienna, a bit of ultramarine. And I'm going to start off. This is like the furthest bit of land, so I want it to sort of soften off slightly. And then to the left of that, we've got a big mountain. I might go over this again when it's a bit drier, just to strengthen it. I'm going to bring that down. Something like so. So depending on how it looks when it dries, but I might just go over that again just to get it really dark. The paper stretched a little bit, so I'm just going to pull it tight against this 9mm piece of plywood it's fixed to, and then we're good to go again. Now, there's going to be a little cottage there, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to scrape that out against a sort of dark background. So I want to make sure this is fairly dark, just this little section here. So that it stands out better. So let's just pop that in like that. And so while this is damp, I might just try and see if I can get like a sort of misty look. I don't know if it's going to work or not. Misty look through the valley. Well, I'll go over that again to get a sharp edge. And that'll continue something like so. Now what I'll do, now the cottage is somewhere about there. So I'm just going to scrape out the roof first. Just going to go down there like that. And just pull down the wall. Put in a few little timbers on each side. Right, now I'm just going to let that, I'll come back to that when it's a bit drier. So what I want is I want a bit of sort of grassland now, a bit of green, so I want various shades of green, so I'm going to clean the brush, take the excess off on this detail, doing a bit of cadmium yellow, a bit of raw sienna, cad yellow. What I'm going to do first, I need to dry it now. I'm not going to dry it. Something like that. Pushing it up to the base of this hillside there. Continue down there like that. Putting a little bit of this ultramarine. More ultramarine, bit of Payne's grain there as well. Because I'm quite dark now, so I want to get back to a lighter green, so I'm going to have to clean the brush, pick the excess off on the T-cell, and I'll just brush this light green in. And come right the way down, so I've got it in then. I can do the darker bits afterwards. And a bit more on this side as well. And what I'm going to do, I want to keep it fairly light in the centre, but I want a path in there as well. So we've got sort of lights in now, so let's just darken it up a little bit. So I've added a little bit of ultramarine to it. I'm doing the whole thing sort of sloping. I'm trying to get like a sort of flow to it, so it's sort of flowing this way, sort of diagonally down to the right. Bit of cad yellow, bit of Payne's grey. Bit of ultramarine, cad yellow. You see just little dollops of paint coming up there. I quite like that effect. Payne's grey there as well. Darken it up a little bit. So the paper has come away a little bit from the board, so I'm just going to pull that against the board again, so it's tight. So it's flat against the board, and then we're good to go again. Yeah, I'm just going to... I want a few trees there, they're going to have to be pretty dark to contrast against that dark background. So I'm wondering, just lighten it. Carry on with that sort of misty look. Yeah. I've lightened that now, so I want the tree line to stand out. I just want to get that sharp edge on that hilltop. I'm just going to go for a bit of raw sienna, a bit of ultramarine, just burnt umber. Pop that in. It's quite dark as well. Just so it's a nice contrast against this lighter area. Now I've put this tree line in, so I've just gone straight into the cadmium yellow, a little ultramarine there, a bit of Payne's grey, really to darken it up. just about. Just about 3 on that side. Trees. Might do. Just so you get some sort of contact. So I've pushed it up now to that valley area. Just so it stands out a bit better. Dark areas around there. Right, so I'm going to put this tap in now. So I'm going to clean the brush, take the excess off on the tea-towel, and then I'm going to go a bit of light red, a bit of ultramarine. We'll start at the cottage up there. Just going to wind its way around there like that. Bit of green. Bit of Payne's grey. Darken those edges again. I'm just going to straighten a few little rocks just to define the pattern a little bit better. Still on the side. Just sweeps towards our little cottage. And what I might do, I'll have to give it a quick dry now, I think. Needs a little bit of colour, so I want to put the sky colours on it. I'm just going to switch to the rigger. I want it lighter than that. I still want it lighter. I still want to keep it fairly light, but I just want to sort of hint of those sky colours on there. We'll see that this one. Just a hint of raw sienna on there really, to take the edge off the white. So I don't want to do it too much. What I do want to do, I want to give the impression it's like smoke coming out of the chimney. What I'm going to do is switch to the rigger brush, stay with the rigger brush rather. If you imagine the chimney's about there. I don't actually paint it in, but I'm just using the clean damp brush, just swishing circular motions. Take the paint off with this issue. Try and create the impression of smoke coming out. Just put that chimney in. We definitely need a little figure. I'm going to do this fairly dark so that it stands out. It's all quite dark around there. Down there. It's going to be like the little man. Little dog behind him walking back to the cottage. Yeah, just about to see. Bird up there, and then last but not least. Sitting down there. I'm going to call this one finished, so let's see what it looks like with the names on it. So here's our painting with the mount on, so if we go and have a closer look at it. Started off with the sky area. Bit of ultramarine, raw sienna sort of background, then ultramarine, bit of Payne's grey, burnt umber in there as well. This furthest mountain, put in quite light, just to try and push it back. Conscious of this one's a lot closer, so I wanted to put this in a lot much stronger tone. Put the edges in nice and dark to contrast against the light in the sky, and then also strengthen this, just to make it look like there's a lot of valley or something between the two peaks. I think the sort of middle ground here and foreground would have been better if there were just a few lighter areas. It's very sort of, it was more dark than anything else. There's no real impression of the light sort of coming down over anything. I'd have tried to, if I did it again, try and get some sort of light reflecting off the land somewhere. But once the foreground mountain was in place, I wanted it dark there just so I could scrape out this cottage just so that it stood out. And you can see where I've, using a damp rigger brush, just took out just along here, give the impression of the smoke coming out the chimney. Then I lightened it slightly just so that this tree line could stand out a little bit. And then I sort of deliberately pushed it up then, just sort of light from the valley section so that it stood out better over the profile of the trees. And then we've got this sort of foreground path that sweeps its way round to the cottage there, little figure and his dog walking back home. And I've just helped identify the actual location of this, but just by scraping out a few little rocks along the edge there. A few more on the left hand side, just scraped a little bit out just to give the impression of light just catching the tops of the rocks. I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching, keep practicing. Any questions, please ask. Leave your comments down below, I always like to hear your feedback, and I'll see you again soon.